Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into Nexomania Division 4. On the left-hand side, we got Beyonce Gnolls. On the right, it's going to be Blunt Force Trauma. We have got a Sergeant Hammer, Jaina, Hogger, Malfurion, and ETC for the side of Beyonce Gnolls. On the side of Blunt Force Trauma in the red, we got a Tassadar, Anduin, Uther, Dahaka, and Imperius. Now, as I mentioned, we have a first objective gamble going on, and it's going to be what type of Punisher will be first? What will be the type of Punisher? Will it be Frozen? Will it be Mortar? Or will it be Arcane? Get your gambles in. You have 2 minutes to do so. While we do that, let's go ahead and look at our level 1s and our first engagement through the mid lane. Look at the timing on that intro, chat. Best caster NA. Power slide out from the ETC, drag from Old Lady not connecting. Ooh, a lot of belief on that Frozen Punisher starting out. Okay. Tassadar has the Kyderian Amulet at level 1, so Sheepish Lion doing their best to continually keep that auto attack value up. That's a Celestial Charge, but the Anduin has to come through with the Leap of Faith to make sure that Exorcist does not go down. Do my best not to peek on the minimap what type of Punisher it's going to be. Root with the Emerald Dreams level 1 does give the sleep as well. A lot of CC from the Deckard Cain on that one. Trying my best not to make sure that I don't hover over the minimap with my cursor so I don't spoil what the next objective is going to be. Wow, that's a... Alright. Iron Flare, I started like frantically looking around. I was like, is my stream time 420? Is it 420 right now? Like, I was like, is it like, did it all of a sudden become 4 o'clock? Honestly, today's stream is just flying by. It's been a blast. And we really have not talked that much about food, which is surprising. Oh, you're right. It's 420 somewhere. Yes. Yeah, sure. I'll take that. Why not? Chastise, Force Wall, Celestial Charge, good damage, but where's the kill? Where's the beef? Jaina goes down. Bobinski is someone corrected me in chat, thank you, is going to be on that Sergeant Hammer, able to tread away. Tread away, roll away. Prediction is ended. Okay, cool, good. That way I don't have to worry so much about accidentally hovering over, but we're not going to hover until we actually get... Alright, well, we won't see it till we actually get to the announcement. We'll keep everyone in mass delay, or mass suspense. This Old Lady up against Ramsey in the top lane. Oh, I almost hovered. Remember when I remember when I was 420, I had my midlife crisis and learned about jump humping. Okay, alright, look. I can't believe how, like, everyone in the group was like, no, it doesn't, Bahamut, that doesn't exist. And then immediately everyone was like, oh shit, it exists! Alright, our Punisher, Frozen. Frozen Punisher will be first. Frozen Punisher will be the first type of Punisher in the game. Let's pay out the people, and that way I don't forget for later on. Hogger doesn't get the infinite bounce, but he gets a pretty decent... Oh, no, he's over there now. I was 420 once, but then I took an arrow to the knee. Oh, I'm very sorry for you. Sergeant Hammer doing Sergeant Hammer things in the objective area. Actually boosting out of the siege mode. This is going to be a lot of... Oh my god, the Jaina damage, the Hogger spin comb. Living? I can't believe ETC lived right there. That is quite the surprise to me. Well, first Punisher Frozen over to the side of Beyonce Gnolls. What do they do with this? Sergeant Hammer, really, really good to amplify the siege. As we're approaching 7 talents here for both sides. A little bit faster to the members of Blunt Force Trauma. We have just siege onto the gate. Kyderian Amulet's about to be done for the Tassadar. By the way, this build is super fun on a map like this. if you have not gone auto attack build Tassadar, do yourself a favor. Go have some fun with auto attack build Tassadar. It's a really, really fun time. Chastise will connect onto ETC. He goes for a little bit of a face melt to try and knock back the enemy, but I think no, he's actually fine. He's actually fine unless there's another form of CC to come through. That ETC is out of there. I actually never saw an Arcane Punisher being the first Punisher on this map, I just noticed. I'm 99% sure it's random. I don't think it's always the same Punisher first. I think if I remember correct, there's like an order it goes in consistently. I think it's like Frozen Arcane Mortar or something like that, and it just repeats that. So if you know one, then you can kind of guess the others if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. It's one of those things that like you don't actively look at it until you're doing bets around it. You're like, it's not every time, is it? No, we've had Mortar first ones. We've had Arcane first ones. Tassadar, Kyderian Amulet is a little... The issue with Kyderian Amulet right here is when you're trying to siege, if the enemy steps into range, it'll bounce that enemy, then you'll start taking damage as the Tassadar. As you can see right there, Sheepish Lion has to stop, regain auto. Actually, Sheepish Lion is just tanking shots right now, getting chunked quite heavily. Ramsey does go down. Another kill over to the side of Blunt Force Trauma as they take down the top lane fort. Maybe trading their bottom. Old Lady in bottom lane trying to defend here as the Sergeant Hammer, Bobinski, does have the Hover Siege level 7, allowing for a lot more, well, moments like this. Invade onto the camp, though. Hey, if the enemy's not leaving the bottom, might as well invade a camp. How you doing today, Jen? Or it's Genki, excuse me, Genki. I read it as Gen Kid Ama, and I'm like, that's not right, Bahamut. Oh, phonetics. 10 talents here, though, first for the side of Blunt Force Trauma. Cycle through the other numbers as well, get an idea of what the damage, healing, experience looks like right now. 12 stacks for the ETC and the Jaina on their level 1s, respectively. Next Punisher will be Mortar. So that means the third Punisher will be Arcane. That is a guarantee. Where? That'll be the big question to answer. Still no 10 talents here for the members of the blue team. Chastise, Force Walls, Stun, Divine Storm. I don't think the members of Blunt Force Trauma really like this Sergeant Hammer. That was a lot of CC to say, heck you. That was a lot of CC for a little, all right, we gotta kill it. Let's see, what do we have? Stage Dive ETC, that's the one thing I do want to note here. Also, the Shockwave for the Hogger, no Hortipult. Ring of Frost from Jaina connecting onto Uther and Dahaka. Dahaka burrows into the ground. Ghost Dog getting low here. That's a Light Bomb from the Anduin trying to zone back the enemy. Tassadar with a huge toilet bowl through the enemy line. Malfurion and ETC will go down in a solid double kill. Now, honestly, you could just leave Tassadar behind. He does the objective while the rest of your team sieges. Or you leave Dahaka here. The reason I'm saying Tassadar is because of his 1 and 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the 1 with the bounce, and then the 7 with the Resonance Beam fully charged, attack, blah, blah, blah. And then you also have the instance also creates a Psionic Storm on the target, so you also have just more wave clear, even with Psionic Storms. I actually think, this is hero-based, is it not? Oh, no, it's just fully charged. Yeah, there you go. Either way. I would have liked to see a little more aggression out from Blunt Force Trauma with the moments that they had with the double kill in their hands. But either way, Hogger to top lane, Dahaka to mid, Mortar Punisher through the bottom lane, Siege mode for Bobe. Oh, that's a jump. That's a Force Wall. Is there a kill? ETC power slides in, will connect on to the Uther. Ghost Dog taking some shots. No, Power Punisher's taking the shots. I'm a bit sick, so nice to have some heroes. Oh, well, I hope you feel better, bud. I hope it's nothing major. I hope it's just an easy little cold. No COVID, no flu. It's a hard G. It's an attack move from Dragon Ball. Oh, I don't know. Oh, your name is Super Saiyan. Got it, okay. Yamcha got Yamcha. I honestly really like, I think my next day off, I kind of want to go back and watch the Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I honestly think at this point, I just rewatch that entire series once a year. I think I'm just at that point. By the way, if you've never seen the Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Z Abridged, do yourself a favor and go watch it. It's like, what, 10-ish or maybe 10 to 15 minutes an episode. It's all on YouTube. Highly recommend it. Great voice acting. Double root from the Jaina with the Ring of Frost. She's trying to delay out any sort of incoming damage. Create a bit of space with that. Ouch. Well, 12 to 15 in the levels, 0 to 9 in kills overall. Things are looking fan-frickin-tastic for Blunt Force Trauma. Lucky just a cold? Nice, nice. Glad to hear. So much going around right now when it comes to COVID, flus. Flu season's almost over, but still. Actually, no, that's quite wrong. Sorry, I don't know why, but I thought we were way further into the year. I was like, no, we're still like mid-January, Bahamut. Like, we're still way into flu season. Anyways, next Punisher, Arcane, middle of the map. Maybe an invade onto the camp over here from the side of Blunt Force Trauma. Beyonce Gnolls. This is a light bomb from the Anduin. Jaina goes down first over here in the invade. Tassadar looking to step in. Hogger with a wild bounce, but this is Tassadar. Actually, Tassadar not finding as much value as I was thinking. Hogger finds the kill into Anduin. The Nexus forces take down the Imperius. That will be the Hogger to go down to the Shockwave. Actually, it's Uther who gets the last auto right there. Isolation not connecting from the Dahaka. We do have the camp. I actually don't think anyone's won the camp. I still think it's neutral, if I'm not mistaken. Burrow! 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 Did Dahaka have W? Why didn't Dahaka press W? Okay, hold on. I know this isn't the best thing to always do, but I am curious. I need to see this really quickly. Because if Dahaka had W, he just presses W and lives there. Dahaka, W allows you to move through enemy units. 3, 2, 1. No, he died. He died literally as it came off a cooldown. All right. Top lane does have the Fallen Shaman, a Catapult as well. Mid lane, Arcane Punisher up and available. 30 seconds for Dahaka. Can he brush stock in? Yes, he can. Yeah, we've got tomorrow's our day of reprieve in our town. We've been having a couple days back to back of snowstorms, major snowstorms actually. So we get Thursday. Tomorrow's supposed to be sunshine and 44 degrees. Oh, I'm excited. And then Friday, we're supposed to get a couple inches of snow. It's supposed to be a little overcast and like 40-some degrees. And then Saturday, we're supposed to get another 10-inch storm, which could go either way. It could all be rain and go get reduced in size, or it could be an absolutely massive snowstorm again. It just really depends on how everything sits within the bowl that is Tahoe. Because we are a basin, so sometimes storms come into the basin and then just sit inside and just dump all day. Big black hole from the Tassadar pushing back the enemy, as we do have a Tranquility from the Malfurion healing up. Bounces around from the Hogger. Stage dive from the ETC as a shockwave from Hogger comes through, but the Sergeant Hammer and ETC will go down first in this engagement with Ramsey to follow as well. This is going to be a fort falling somewhere else on the map. Celestial Charge from the Imperius not connecting onto but this Jaina will ice block for a moment. Force Wall guarantees the setup for a kill. It's going to be a solid to the members of Blunt Force Trauma as they move in through mid lane with the Arcane Punisher fairly soon. Anduin poking at the Malfurion a little bit here. Actually, I think Anduin's just pushing up the top lane. Bottom lane fort will fall to the minion wave. This is a lot of damage from archers. Range minions have a double, their base damage is double that of the melee minion. So if a melee minion has 20 damage baseline, the ranged minions have 60 damage. And then you double that into structures. So it'd be 120. So here you go, if you want to see actually the breakdown. So basic is 22, structure would be 65. For a ranged minion, base is 40, 4.6 is, you know, you can see this, and then 133.9 into structures. So there you go. Typically, for anyone wondering, you want to, the priority in clear is always range minions if you can. You clear the range minions first, then you clear the melee. Then you probably want to clear the regen globe minion and then melee minions. And then if there's a kata first, in my opinion. But that's how I like to do it. Stage dive from the ETC. Power slide, Ring of Frost, lot of good damage. Divine Storm from the Uther, but that still will be a kill onto Uther and the Imperious. Light Bomb, Ghost Uther doing his best to heal up here, but that is a counter. And no keep to fall through the mid. How much DPS does the caster minion do? I actually don't know. It's like a little bit more than a melee minion. No, less? Am I clicking on the right? Leader minion. 22 point. So it's a little bit more than a melee minion. There's actually, it's just a little bit more. That's all it is. It's just a little bit more. There's nothing I can throw at that. I guess maybe like 5% or something. I don't know. There's probably a percentage. We had a main tank Stukov earlier today in Division 1. We've seen a lot of double support today, actually. We've actually seen a lot of double support. We saw double support in Division 1. I think we saw double support in the last division, too. Pretty sure double support is pretty popular. It's quite a bit less since their attacks have a wind-up. Oh, you mean like percent base-wise? Attack range, attacks per second is 0.67. That's the same attack. 0.67 leader minion, 0.67 for the range minion, 0.67 for the melee minion. Ektar, you are wrong. You need to give some subs. Ring of Frost, Divine Storm, Black Hole from the Tassadar. ETC power slides in. That's going to be a stage dive into the face of the enemy from ETC. He's got that 60 armor, 20 armor as the Jaina goes down the left-hand side. Uther to be traded in this engagement. Huge shockwave through from the Hogger. We have Exorcist on the camp still. No one actually going to get this camp channel. Actually will be the Sergeant Hammer hover sieging away onto that one. Puff Dog going to be going down as well. All right. Find double support very bad in wave clear and damage, but you can get quick kills off the utility. I guess it works. I mean, it really depends, because, like, look, all right, so we have a double support composition over here. It's a hyper carry Tassadar. But the wave clear, like, Imperious wave clear, it's like a B-ish, maybe a little bit better. If we're going from, like, let's say F to S. Dahaka, like an S tier at wave clear. Tassadar, great wave clear. So, like, if you think about it, it's this composition struggles not at all with wave clear. Like, they shouldn't have any issues with wave clear consistently. Like, it's the way that you build it. Like, double support can absolutely have lackluster wave clear if you build it wrong. Like, if you go hyper carry Vala and then you just build out a front line and some like, if you build out, like, let's say Arthas and Nubarak, Vala, Tyrande Ariel, like, yeah, you're gonna have lackluster wave clear, sure, but in this composition, I think their wave clear is fine. I think they've got a fantastic double support composition that checks most, if not all, the boxes. They've got CC, they've got wave clear, they've got objective clear, they've got a team fight, and they've got defensive. Like, they've got offensive and defensive clear and siege. Different place. Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, you could look at dive compositions as well. I mean, you know, there's people that play dive compositions all the time. And wait, Ektar, you said nothing about being wrong. What the hell, man? You come in here and you make a bold statement saying it's actually a quite bit less since their attacks have a windup. Make a bold statement like that and you're wrong. Frozen Punisher top lane. This is the 4th Punisher of the game since we had the first one being Frozen, so the 4th one would be the reiteration as we loop back through the pool of Punishers. Next Punisher will be Mortar, after that it'll be Punisher, and then we cycle again. We cycle it all around again. Dahaka, I don't think he lives here. Or I don't think he gets this here. I think he just backs away. Break the wrist, walk away. Hopefully you don't die. I think old lady might not make it out. Oh, they're fine. They left alone. Surprising. All right. A win condition is set through mid for the side of Blunt Force Trauma. If they can find a good team fight, they can go mid lane and end. On the opposing side, a good team fight, rush through top, take keep, maybe end. Really depends on death timers at that point. We are 21 apiece in the levels, 19 minutes in. Death timers are getting up there as we're 9-6 in kills. Let's cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as we have not had the chance to look at the damage healing experience for this late game in map 1 in our 4th 3-game series of the day here in the Nexomania Division 4. Ghost Dog will drop a Divine Storm just as they go down. Level 20, we don't see the Golden Swirl. I don't think I see the Golden Swirl. No, I think it was actually Divine Hurricane picked up at level 20. Uther will expire, 54 seconds on his death timer. Power Slide stopped by the Leap of Faith from the Anduin, as we do have a Celestial Charge onto 2. Jaina throwing in some damage. ETC, that's the crowd pleaser, level 20 for the extended range, and I believe there's a cooldown reduction from hitting enemy heroes with that. I'd have to double check. Ring of Frost from Jaina. Does she have the Cold Snap Center? I think I did see it earlier. Yes, she does have the Cold Snap Center. What's up, Vita? How you doing, bud? So now, 25 on the Uther. He's got Divine Storm back. But mid lane needs to be cleared. There's that Arcane Punisher, as I mentioned. Nope, the fight continues through bottom. Power Slide through onto this Dahaka. It lands a drag onto the ETC, but that drag is keeping Dahaka kind of in place for the Jaina Blizzard. Dahaka will fall. That's a staggered death. This might be keep to go down through bottom. Though I do want to point out, we are late game Katas. We are very late game Katas, and they are dealing 754 damage into structures currently. Sergeant Hammer doing Sergeant Hammer things. Does have the Ultra Capacitors at level 20. Angelic Armament sniped into Babinski, but that does little to no damage. Actually healed up immediately. Light Bomb from the enemy going to be pushed back by the concussive blast of this Sergeant Hammer. Oh, I was going to say, I can't believe the Sergeant Hammer lives, but it's going to be the Psy Storm on the ground that does take that hammer down. We do have the car on the left-hand side dropping down to 21% as a catapult from top lane does assist in clearing out some of the wave here. Another catapult arriving, checking the stats once again. 800 damage into structures, half that standard, as that Arcane Punisher's ready to go. This is mid lane. If this is won by the side of Blunt Force Trauma, they take game here. I don't see a way around that one, to be honest, chat. What do you think we should, I'm gonna try and test more reruns on Monday. What do you guys want on Monday? Should we, I was thinking that I do a rerun of all, like a big rerun of the Heroes International games. Like maybe like a rerun of the final day or something. Seems bad for Beyonce Gnolls. Blood Force Trauma should try the Ginyu dance before the victory. That one I know. I know the Ginyu dance. God, dude, I remember coming home from elementary school, and I would rush home from elementary school because I could bike there and stuff. Or I'd just take the bus. Either way, we'd rush home from elementary school because Toonami would be on, and Dragon Ball Z would, you know, they'd play Dragon Ball Z like every day, and it'd be a new episode. And I remember in the it was the 4th grade. I remember it was the 4th grade. It was the Frieza Saga, I think, was when I was in the 4th grade. This is United States, by the way, so if you don't know what 4th grade is, just Google 4th grade United States, and there you go. Anyways, I would come home and just watch Toonami. Like, I would make nachos and watch Toonami, and by nachos it was just shredded cheese on on Tostitos. I guess it's nachos in a sense, but still, that was like my everyday. Nice staggering blow into the wall. Uther will fall. Did go Divine Hurricane level 20, as you can see right here. Does have that upgrade. Cooldown reduction. What is the overall cooldown on it? It's 40 seconds overall. Celestial Charge onto the Sergeant Hammer. Knockback, Concussive Blast, Leap of Faith. Does pull back. I think that was the Imperious, but yeah, this is going to be objective stolen away. Look at this, though. Look at this, though. Look at this core damage. As long as backs are stopped, which they're not being, they're all just chasing a Jaina right now. I was going to say they'll win, but this is going to be another chunk of percent off the core, this one Kata. They need to take down this Kata that's focusing the core right now. Gonna get one more. Oh, it doesn't. Good. Nice. 57% remains on the core of Beyonce Gnolls as Blunt Force Trauma defend against the Arcane Punisher mid lane. Never got to watch much because it was on so late, though. Toonami? Well, didn't Toonami have like two like sections of like like, wasn't there, like, a section that was, like, more kid-friendly, and then wasn't there, like, more, like, more, like, teenage, like, a little more edgier with some of the anime? Like, towards the end of the night? Because I think Outlaw Star was on Toonami, if I remember correctly. I think that's where I actually watched it for the first time. Adult Swim used to have, yeah, Adult Swim started at, like, 9 or 10 o'clock, and it would always be, like, a couple hours of, like, King of the Hill or something else, and then you get, like, Aqua Teen and Brack Show and Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I was EST when I was a kid, too. Adult Swim was after midnight for me. Well, so they had, Adult Swim would have, like, Adult Swim would start, like, at, like, 10-ish or something, but they would always show, like, it would always be, like, King of the Hill or something. And then you'd get, like, Aqua Tween and all that after midnight. And then I think it was, what was it, like, Aqua Tween was new on, like, Sundays, and then it was, like, anime was Saturday nights, right? It was modified for time zones, I thought. DBZ was on Cartoon Network. Well, yeah, that's what Toonami was on. Toonami was on Cartoon Network. Toonami was, like, that was, like, you would watch, like, Reboot and Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho, and I'm pretty sure Outlaw Star was on there at one point. I think Inuyasha, and then I think Toonami died off, and then you had the Adult Swim come through, and that's when you had, like, Anime Saturday, where you just get, like, Ghost in a Shell and what other animes that would be popping up on that one. That actually might be where Inuyasha and Yu Yu Hakusho might have been. I might be misremembering. It was only like 2 decades ago for me. Big O, yeah, Big O as well. Yeah, there you go. All right. Anyway, sorry. I was thinking back because I was thinking about someone that was like, oh, because it was modified for time zones. Because I remember we would always come out to Tahoe to visit, and my brother and I'd be like, oh, dude, we're on the West Coast. Adult Swim starts 3 hours earlier, and then like 9 o'clock would roll around and be like, dude, it's just 9 o'clock broadcast. What the hell, man? I remember it being modified. I literally have that specific memory of like going on vacation being like, oh, we're on the West Coast. Toonami like everything starts at 9 p.m. It's like, nope, still midnight. Fuck you. Mortar Punisher top lane. We are getting into 27 minutes for this map. Things are looking scary. Catapults are going to deal 1,136 damage into structures, half that into standard. And let's see, range minions. What are range minions at? They got to be chunking pretty heavy as well. 162 into structures. Hot diggity dog. Bad Dream Baby, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content, my friend. Are they going to backdoor? Just going to look at vision. Oh, there's the vision. This is being shown. Anduin's just like running in. If we swap visions, Hogger is shown bouncing. Angelic Armament. Laser. Hammer is in. Yeah, Hammer needs to get out of that hover siege. This is over. This is over. I don't think they stopped this actually. Stage dive from the ETC. Maybe they do. Anduin, no heals for her Puff Dog. Well, I claimed it was over, but it's not over just yet. Tahaka and Hogger will be brawling out in the top lane. Shockwave used over there. We got 40% on the core. 21-2 in the objective areas. This is Hogger throwing out more easy throw dynamite. Oh, God. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. I thought there was enough delay time, but Hogger gets a... Does he get the bounce here? Yeah, that's a pretty good bounce right there. Hammer clearing out bottom. Ring of Frost from the Jaina. Tassadar trying to get out of that center snap. No value from the center snap, etc. Oh, Dahaka goes down at the top of our screen. Leap of faith from the Anduin, as we have 31 out of the 40 skeletal defenders needed to grab this objective. Big light bomb. Ooh, a little bit of a staggering blow puts that on top of etc. Puff Dog very low here. Uther trying to get some heals out as well, but I don't think it's gonna work out. I think it all fell apart here. Are we backdooring again, or are we grabbing camps? Game of Throws. Sheepish Hearthing. Okay, they're not going to try and backdoor. Okay. That's some kind of curveball. I mean, throw ball. I think you're right with curveball. ETC to clear back at core, making sure that those double katas are not going to get any sort of damage onto core, or, you know, not going to win through Winions. Tassadar trying to shred through the Punisher right now. This is like the 6th, I think. This is like the 6th Punisher of the game. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the... No, it's actually like the 7th or 8th. Because you had Frozen Mortar, Arcane. Frozen Mortar, Arcane. Or no, anyways. I can't count on stream. Math never works out here. Tassadar goes down. Is this really? Oh, wait. But the camp. Wait, who's actually going to win this? Core's falling ground. Oh, no, there's too much damage here. There's way too much. Literally, the Punisher would have to walk away at this point. Actually, it is hitting a catapult and walking away. It was close, but the first map in this 3-game series will go over to the side of Beyonce Gnolls. They hold strong here on map 1, Infernal Shrines. God, I can't get over the Weird Al movie. The cameo from Patton Oswalt is my favorite part of that movie, I think. Fucking, you guys suck! Oh, God. Well, it's a 3-game series. This game hurts me. You know what hurts me? Not hitting our sub goal today. You know what hurts me, chat? We are 6 subs away from this from today's sub goal for Wednesday. You know, all I gotta say is if you have Amazon Prime, we got some wonderful new friends I'm noticing in stream today. So I just like to remind everyone at home that if you're enjoying the stream, you're enjoying the casting content. We do a lot of casting content on this channel. We do a lot of Heroes of the Storm action. And if you're enjoying the content and you'd like to support, Bandit appreciates it. I appreciate it. My bills appreciate it. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have the raffle going on right now too, yes. Doo-doo. So, we changed the scores. We changed up the scores here. So it's going to be Beyonce Gnolls taking map number 1. And that's not where I want to be. I want to be over here. Beyonce Gnolls, Blunt Force Trauma, Towers of Doom. Now do that voodoo that you do so good. I don't know if that's actually the end of the line, but that's from Blazing Saddles, right? Now go do that voodoo that you do. I think is what he says. Pretty sure that's what he says. Oh, hold on 1 second. I took a video before stream today to show you guys what the plow service looks like in our town. Because I don't think many of you, we talked about this a couple days ago. I live in a ski town, so we get like insane snowstorms. So let me show you. Let me download this video so that way I'm not on the website. All right, 1 second. All right, here you go. This is what snow plowing in my town looks like. This is from this morning. This is from the walk this morning. So there, hold on. You see right here? That's that little blade that I was talking about where they can put down the blade and pull all of the snow and then they can lift it up and then shove it. Yeah, this is just an average plow in our town. That's just an average plow in my town. That's what we have. That's what we have. All right, let's double check the players on the right sides. Sheepish line on the right. Yep. Shove it real good. Which we're going to Towers to do. Which team gets first boss? Will it be, do I have these copied? Yes, I do. Will it be Beyonce Gnolls? Will it be Blood Force Trauma? Or no boss taken? We have 3 options. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the stream. All right, we're going to have a 3-bet on Towers of Doom. Which team will get the first boss of the game? Let's go ahead and jump in. We'll introduce the teams, and then we'll start our prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into it. Here on the left-hand side, we have got Beyonce Gnolls with Bobinski on the Samuro, The on the Jaina, Ramsey on the Tychus, Mean B on the Malfurion, and Comb on the Varian. For the side of Blood Force Trauma, we're looking at Sheepish Lion on the Vala, Ghost Dog on the Lily, Old Lady on the Zool, Exorcist on the Imperius, and Pup Dog
smoke weed every day
on the Rhaegar. Now, as I said, we got a nice little game gamble going on for all of you, and that is going to be which team gets the first boss. Which team will get the first boss here? Go ahead, get your gambles in. You've got 2 minutes to do so. Which team will be able to do this? Will it be Beyonce Gnolls? Would it be Blood Force Trauma? Or will no boss be taken on the map? Windwalk to start things out for Samuro. Vala going to be going Creed of the Hunter. W for the Varian. Could see, probably going to be going Taunt. I'm assuming Taunt. We got the Emerald Dreams from Malfurion. I do want to note Shackler for the Zool as well. Thank you all for taking part in the bet. I do appreciate it. You still got a ways to go if you'd like to get some extra gambling in. If you know the result, don't tell anyone. Don't think you're being cute in chat. Just enjoy the game and gamble. All in. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, so Samuro up against the Zool. Zool should have an easy time clearing up against Samuro. Level 10 is when maybe Samuro will have a little bit of an easier time if he goes into Bladestorm. I'm assuming if Samuro's going to be doing double soak duties, he should be going Bladestorm at level 10. The control and value from Illusion Master is of course very, very strong, but I think if you're going to be doing this sort of setup, you probably want to be going into that just for the wave clear. Unless your allies will be doing the double soak assist, if you will, through the mid lane. Jaina is going to be jumping in there to grab a regen globe, but realistically then she's missing the bottom, so it just becomes this weird sort of offset moment. Vala, 0 stacks. Actually, we haven't really even had a major engagement between these two teams. Heroic damage is extremely low outside of the first initial poke at the start of the game. Invade onto the camp over here on the left-hand side. We've already got the sappers for the bottom lane. Want to check the Samuro vision, see how this team is going to be playing into this. All right, they're going to be doing the wrap around the left-hand side. Exorcist is already planning to defend on the right, so this is Puff Dog going to be maybe jumped into. No, this is just giving away 6 sappers to be pushed in through bottom. Now, will all 6 go in? That's the big question we got to answer. Of course, I went all in yesterday, so I lost it. Only 1,700 points today. You got Jasmine Green Tea, and it's crazy good. Jasmine Green Tea, that'd be really good. So it's I'm assuming it's like really florally, kind of like something that'd be like really good in like maybe like the spring or like an early morning on a summer, and like those when like the morning is still cold. That's what it sounds like to me. I love tea, man. Mostly because I can't drink coffee. I miss it. Celestial Charge will connect onto the Varian. Taunt from Varian to be answered into Exorcist. Ramsey gonna get chunked by the Vala, picking up a few stacks. Hot tea on a chilly winter morning is a spot for me. I rarely drink tea outside of when I stream. Like, I usually drink 2 cups of tea at the start of the stream, and that's about it. Mondays on my days off, I rarely drink any tea. It's usually just water and then beer. Hey, welcome back, Nancy. How was dinner? You almost ordered Jasmine Green Tea yesterday, but I hesitated. I'll definitely do it now. Samuro is going to be poking at this old lady. At this Zool, sorry. That's a weird way to say it. Yeah, this the Blade Master is hitting this old lady. He'll be delayed out once again. So it's going to be 4-4 in shots so far, but here comes the big, bad red team, and Samuro recognizes and walks away. Win walks away. It was excellent. Nancy, honestly, if we didn't have a giant snowstorm coming, I would be making ribs myself, but I'm going to play it safe, and I'm just going to make a pot of soup for this weekend with this storm coming. Once we have, like a few days of, like, back-to-back, like, once we have a weekend where it's actually, like, nice out, I think I'm going to cook some ribs for myself, too. It's been a while since I've made ribs. Ugh. And they're so good too. Like you can dice, like you can just have them as is. You can dice them up and put it over rice. You could air fry some tater tots or French fries and have that on the side. Ugh. I actually just got rib seasoning from my parents' neighbor. Like my dad befriended one of the neighbors back in Michigan, and apparently, like, he does, like, they go, like, all out on Halloween stuff, so, anyways. But the guy makes ribs all the time, and my dad was like, dude, they're really, really good. So he got some of the seasoning from the guy, so I'm gonna try and he's got, like, a whole recipe, so I'm gonna try and mimic that guy's recipe as well. Though I do think it's on, I think he does most of his stuff on a grill, and my grill is currently buried in about, like, 24 inches of snow. If you're in Europe, multiply 24 by 2.5, and that's your cm conversion, roughly. 1 inch is 2.5 cm, give or take some decimal, you know, fractional number thingies. It's like 2.5 something, 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 so we just round for ease. But yeah, that's my deck right now. I mean, outside, like, the berms are taller than me, and I'm 69 inches. Like, the amount of snow piled up on the side of the roads right now is a solid 80 to 100 inches tall. So nearly 250 cm, like at max. Nearly like 250 cm. It's a lot of frickin' snow right now. Frickin'. Old lady is gonna be hit with is actually gonna throw a bone prism out. That will be Vala going down. Prison, not prism. Though old lady going for the channel, can Jaina get the interrupt? She will be able to do so. 10 talent here soon for both sides. We got a nice self-cleanse from Zool. Gonna be able to avoid the bone prison. And Jaina gets the channel. 4 more shots into the Gravekeeper. And yes, it is the Gravekeeper versus the Ravenlord. Fun little map facts for you all at home. I'll show you talents here for a few seconds, and then we're gonna be checking out the other numbers as we get into the late game here, or the mid game, if you will. I didn't come here to do maths. I Google it. Well, it's one of those things that I try and learn these conversion things for a lot of, like, because we have a lot of, like, NA and EU viewers, so knowing how to do some of these base conversions I think are always helpful for some of my viewers to understand and be part of the community and enjoy the stream. Like, for example, the easy conversion for Fahrenheit is every 10 is 18, plus 32 for the first. For example, 10 Celsius is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. As 0 degrees Celsius is 32, plus the 10 Celsius, which is 18. So 18 plus 32, 50 degrees. Go Google it. 10 Celsius, 50 degrees. 20 Celsius, 68 degrees. It's an easy little conversion that you can do. There's actually a mathematical one that one of my mods, Kaleo, told me once, and it makes a lot of sense, but I forget the formula for it. Guardian, thank you for the Prime Gaming. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you for the support, and glad you're enjoying the content. Thank you for the Prime Gaming. I know you got a lot of places you can use your Prime Gaming every month, and I appreciate you using it here. I apologize if I messed up your name. I didn't know about that F to C. Yep, I learned that from my dad. He's like, Christopher, if you ever, he doesn't even sound like that. He's like, if you want a quick way to convert, like, just do that. And then you can technically if you say 5 Celsius, it's kind of like 9 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, give or take some decimal places. I don't know, it's fun to learn these conversions and time zones. I don't know why, it's just, I enjoy doing that. Old lady and Babinski. I was memeing the name and then I actually forgot how to properly say it. Celestial Charge connects onto the Jaina. Zool and Jaina to be traded here. Commandeer Odin out from the Tychus. Does give a little bit of self-cleanse, but he has to stand still, taking a lot of damage. Celestial Charge comes through that time, and that's the follow-up to kill the Tychus as well. Samuro is going to be able to back away. Neither... Oh, is a cheeky little channel. Cheeky little channel. because Varian's getting chased by Vala. So it's gonna be 5 for 3 in channel. 3 shots into the Gravekeeper, 5 shots into the Raven Lord. Not gonna lie, I heard an old lady without paying attention to the game and tried to figure out who Dahaka's counterpart was. This Samuro's doing, oh, just kill, oh! No way! Wow. Just kill, Ghost Dog. Ghost Dog, can we talk about this, Ghost Dog? I know you're a double support composition, but really? The Water Dragon to try and confirm the I'm not flaming the pick, I'm flaming the choice of when to use it. Nothing wrong with that at all. It was really funny. It's just like, man, we really need to kill this Samuro. He wanted to make sure. Hey, I can't blame him. I can't blame him. I really can't blame the Lili player for that one. I do want to point out Bloodlust Rhaegar as well. We don't see the Ancestral, but hey, Bloodlust. We got the Argle Bargle. Oh wait, hold on. What Rhaegar skin is it? Is it oh no, I think that's the Master skin if I remember correct. Cuz the reason we say it's Argle Bargle is if you use the Cyber Rhaegar, it's like the way the audio cue for that is kind of funny. All right, sorry, one second. I have to move this ice pack. That way it's not just, it's pretty much mostly melted. There we go. Gotta adjust my cushion again. A knock on wood, today is the best day my back has felt without any medication. I haven't taken anything since I was on the steroid for my back over a week ago. I do have like Tylenol and Celebrex I can take, but I'm just trying to give my body a little bit of a break as well. And I also want to see like where I'm at pain threshold wise without any sort of medication. So I think I'm all right. Ring of Frost will be coming out. Sorry, I was reading Twitch chat for a second there, but I'll answer the question in just a second. Malfurion will go down first in the engagement. Angelic Armament not connecting onto Ramsey. Vala is still chasing in, doesn't get the last little bit of auto she's looking for. Commandeer Odin has got a little bit of time left, and the siege through the mid lane does continue. It's weird they didn't pick Ancestral. I think it's one of the supports should have picked a healing ult. Is that wrong? I don't think so. Lili's healing will prioritize the lower target. So if you're basically playing around that knowledge, like right now, Ghost Dog's target will be old ladies, so Puff Dog should be targeting like other allies for the chain heal bounce, as you can see right there. So yes, would it be amazing to have Ancestral or Jugs? Yes, absolutely. Is it needed for this game? I don't think so. That's just my that's how I see it. Do you have Bayer back in body? I do. I'm honestly just trying to give my body a little bit of a break, honestly. I'm probably gonna start, because on Monday I was gonna try and go snowboarding. I was just gonna go do 1 or 2 runs and just like go really slow. Like I was gonna go to the vet appointment for Bandit, then go do a couple runs, and then I was just gonna take the Celebrex before that. The big thing is I just don't have to take anything on a consistent basis. Which we're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there. Bell Tower is being converted around the map as the oh, Ramsey. That's a Bloodlust. Yeah, goodbye. Jesus Christ. I do want to point out also, Bloodlust is, if we're splitting hairs, Bloodlust is a healing ult. Grants nearby allies 40% attack speed and 35% movement, and causes them to heal for 35% of the basic attack damage dealt to the primary target. Auto attacks from Vala are very quick. So between that for Vala, Lili's healing, chain heals from Rhaegar, I think they're fine. Even just Imperious. I mean, you've got Burn the Impure. Burn the Impure is really great for him as well. So if the composition was built differently, maybe I would say, yeah, absolutely, grab a Ancestral Jugs, but the way this composition's built, it works exactly for what they've grabbed. Now, I say all this, and hopefully they won't be the one who get bodied, but no one's gotten boss, by the way. No one's gotten boss. I actually just looked over, I was like, what's our gamble again? You have to take back meds every day of your life. It sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Nancy. That's like, I was telling my mom, I'm like, that's what I'm most afraid of with like this whole injury. I'm like, I just don't want it to get worse to the point where it's like, all right, well, now you're Terra, like, your back is Terra screwed. But we're okay-ish, you know. It's a slow healing process and it's stressful. What's up, Gato? How you doing, bud? Did you get the cortisone injections? Oh, my mom's gotten those. That was like the next recommendation. They were like, well, if things go worse with your back, the next thing is to get an injection. I'm like, oh, please no. My mom's gotten 3 of those, but there's varying types of them. That's gonna be a Water Dragon from the Lily, Bloodlust from the Rhaegar coming through, as well as the Angelic Armament thrown back into the Tychus, who will drop to about 50%. The fort still forcing back. Actually, it's a keep at this point in the game, forcing back the enemy from advancing further in. Samuro going to clear out the mid lane as the 11 to 23 in our core health. Celestial Charge not connecting. We do have 20 talent to your advantage, and this is Puff Dog taking way too much damage. Will go down. Doesn't even get a Bloodlust off. Actually, I think it was still on cooldown overall. It's a 90-second cooldown. It was used at the start of the fight, but that is going to be Vala. Manticore value coming through, and Farflight Quiver. Farflight Quiver, Manticore, Vala clearing up the fight. Taunt from the Varian onto the Imperious will get the kill onto him. The fort is going to be, or the keep is going to be forcing back Sheepish Line and Ghost Dog. They want to take this down. Maybe advance. Actually, with that, they can easily get the double kill here. Vault forward. That's going to be a kill onto the... Oh, Water Dragon gets the slow. Yeah, that's a kill. That's a kill onto Varian as well. Double Water Dragon from 20 as well. And we will be seeing 5 shots plus boss is not enough to end. You get them in your knees and it really works. Oh, damn. My daily reminder that Ba is amazing at talking and making sense of a lot of stuff has happened. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that a lot. I do my best. I like talking about video games. This is our full-time job. I do my best. They're not gonna give this to Samuro. That should be a Spectral Scythe for the... Oh, actually, no. Okay. Poison Nova. Not gonna get real value, if you would. Spectral Scythe thrown as well. More Samuro harassment as allies are going to be able to respawn in time. Samuro actually swapping back to the real one over here. And I think Zool knows. I think the way that this Samuro's moving is just way too obvious. And so Samuro will go down. That's a 60-second death timer for him as we have the channel onto the objective phase. Will Zool delay out? No, he's going to go for the full channel because they had the bottom lane. That's going to be a Ring of Frost onto Rhaegar, who pops the Bloodlust just to get that before he dies. The bottom lane fort will fall. The Double Dragon comes out from Lily. Angelic Armament will connect onto the Malfurion, taking him down as well. Actually, there's the Angelic Armament going into the Tychus, who will fall. Comb going to drop a W, but that shield wall does not stop this pain. Mid lane fort and boss... Sapper Camp, what's the call here, team? Six cap and boss. I don't think they'll be able to get. I don't think they'll be able to finish boss in time. Oh, actually, no, they got Vala. Nope, they're not even going. They're just going 6 cap, and that's GG. Oh, nope, they're going boss. Ooh, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be a photo finish. Nah, this will be. They'll get the channel onto boss. They'll get the channel onto boss. This counts because that's a full channel bar. And it doesn't matter if the shots connect. They got the boss. They get the experience. The shots do connect regardless. And that'll be map number 2 over to the side of Blunt Force Trauma. It's going to be a 1-to-1 in this best of 3 map series. It's not a best of 3. It's a 3-game series. So, which team gets first boss? It was Blunt Force Trauma right at the end to take the map. They do in the matches, but the drafting doesn't show up in replay cast. Exactly, yes. Yep. Thank you for the prime. Which alert are we getting? We get the asthma dunk. No message, but thank you for the Prime Gaming thank you for the brand new Prime Gaming. My apologies. Yeah, if I were to cast it live, then yeah, there'll be a draft phase and everything, but these are just a bunch of games that happened yesterday, and sorry, I was looking at something in the Discord. These are the games that happened yesterday, and they were uncasted, so I was like, why not? And then there's a bunch of games happening throughout the week, so on we're not done, obviously, we still have the next map. The Asmodunk alert is top tier. It's a good one. It's a good one. We got some new alerts coming up. We have a subathon coming up in February 19th, if I'm not mistaken. That's a Sunday. We'll have brand new alerts, and that'll be the day of our subathon as well. That'll be our 2 years of full-time streaming subathon. You're pleased with it? Good. All right, scores need to be updated, and then let's get into the next map. As a reminder, tomorrow is RTS Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to be spending some time learning more StarCraft 2. We're going to practice. We're going to learn. We'll be doing some cannon rushing learning. Friday is going to be Steel Rising. Hopefully we can finish that game on Friday. French Bloodborne, if you will. Saturday we're going to be doing a bunch more of casting of these games, this Nexomania. There's going to be some Nexomania games happening tonight, tomorrow, etc. So I'll be casting a bunch of them on Saturday. And then Sunday is StarCraft 2. I'm going to try and find some games to cast for StarCraft 2. Maybe we also cast some Nexomania. So got a lot of casting in the schedule for this week. If you are enjoying the streams and you want to find out the schedule more often, I do have a schedule channel in my Discord. I don't have an everyone alert when I go live. So if you are like, oh, but I don't want to go in a Discord and get an everyone alert every time you go live, I don't do that. I have a channel that says please don't mute where I post my updates, but that is about it. So if you want to join the Discord, !Discord to get you over there. Let's go ahead and get into map number 3 in this 3-game series of Beyonce Gnolls versus Blunt Force Trauma. We're going to be heading to Cursed Hollow. I think this is the first Cursed Hollow of the day. Thank you for the Discords shoutouts. I appreciate it. All right. Cursed Hollow. Let's see. What do we want to do for a prediction here? Let me do something really quickly. Sorry, give me one. I'm looking at I'm trying to look at a questing talent really quickly. Come on, take your level 1, my dude. Take your level 1. Okay. For anyone on the fence about a Discord, it's not another Discord, it's a great spot. That is true. That is very true. That's very true. Tons of cute pet photos. There are a lot of pet photos in the Discord. Okay. Sorry, I'm like setting stuff up and I'm forgetting combos. Naturally, Mojo's the cutest. Wow, someone's biased. Okay, all right. Start prediction. We're gonna do a Vala questing talent. A Vala stacking one. We're gonna change it up. We're gonna say 200 or more, or we'll say 199 or less. Okay. So that'll be the Vala stacking quest. I'll get us into game. I'll introduce the teams, and then when I do it, or after I do all that, we'll start the prediction. Okay. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into Division 4 of Nexomania, Season 6, Beyonce Gnolls in the blue, with one second, we have got Babunski on the Diablo, The on the Orphea, Ramsey on the Dahaka, Mean Bee on the Lili, and Comb on the Falstad. On the right-hand side, we got Blunt Force Trauma, we got Ghost Dog on the Uther, Sheepish Lion on the Vala, Old Lady on the Zool, Exorcist on the Kira, and Puff Dog on the Stukov. Let's go ahead and get our gamble going right now. How many stacks for Vala by the end of the game? Created the Hunter has a maximum of 300, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to say, will she have 200 or more, or 199 or less? A simple flip of the coin here, ladies and gentlemen. Get your gambles in here for map number 3, our 12th map of the day, our 4th 3-game series of the day. It's been really fun so far. It's been a blast. And I hope you're all having a great time. As a reminder, if you're enjoying the stream, hope you hit the follow button. If you'd like to support further, it's always very much appreciated. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I also stream 6 days a week, so if you're like, man, I'm looking for a streamer where I can hang out for most of my workday or almost every day, well, good news. Oh wait, I actually have a button for that. I stream 6 days a week with a pretty consistent start time. And as I said, if you want to know the week schedule ahead of time, I always post it on Sunday, Monday at the latest, and it's a nice little graphic that shows what we're going to do every single day. Oh, and of course, Mondays are always my day off. I always just take Monday off. I live in a tourist town, so taking a Monday off is usually nice because people are back to work and such, so I can get around town easier. We'll talk amongst ourselves. What do you mean? Smart, the avoid people. I actually learned it from some of my friends that have lived up here for their entire lives. One of my friends, she born and raised, and then another friend of mine, he's been up here for I'd say 75% of his life, and even he's just like, yeah, Mondays are like the day to get stuff done around town. Thursday is kind of where things get a little busy again. I usually go shopping for groceries early morning on Thursday to avoid some of the crowd, because a lot of people will come up here Thursday after work or late Wednesday night, and they'll have a long weekend or something. So Thursday is usually easy to get away with. And then the summertime's just nightmare 24/7. There's no good days in the summer. You just wait for the shoulder month. You just wait for it to stop being warm enough for tourists to come and stop being pretty enough for people to come see the leaves. But that's it. September, October time, that's the shoulder season in Tahoe, so it's usually a lot less busy. Oh, I was setting... Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you guys were like, oh, we'll talk amongst ourselves, so, we don't want to upset Bandit. Which I understand. You don't want to upset Bandit. Well, either way, here on Cursed Hollow, we got some... Wow, a lot of believers. A lot of believers in Vala getting those stacks right there. You got 9K, 8.2K to 1.1. So if the doubters get paid out, it's a 1 to 8.8 payout. Pretty nice. First objective phase, bottom center of the map. Here, gonna go for the channel. I literally told you you're amazing at talking. But yeah, that's talking. That's talking. Reading and comprehension are just a completely different thing. I may be able to talk okay, but comprehension's another. You don't hear game sounds? I apologize. There you go. Thank you. Good catch, chat. My apologies on that one. I bumped it with my mouse. Ooh, I don't think the grapple would have landed there, even without the barrel. Next objective on the right side of the map. Secret weapon for the Falstad, synergizes with the 1, 4, and 7 combo. For any of you that don't know, the level 1 scales your attack damage, and you also get attack speed when you activate. Level 4 gives you 20% healing on the damage dealt, so if you're scaling out your damage, you're scaling, if you're scaling up your damage, you're scaling up your healing. It still is 20%, but it's 20% of a large number. Though, on the left-hand side, almost goes down. And Ghost Dog actually should get punished here for advancing forward, and yes, it will be. The level 7 also synergizes with the 1 and 4, because you increase the hammering range by 30%, but also your attack damage dealt is 75% more. So, 75% more damage, more hammer gains, more frequent fire, more hammer gains. It's a very good auto build. We saw it popularized. I think it might have actually been like Dino. I think it was in CCL. The auto attack build really started to get popularized because we didn't see much of it outside of in CCL. It was just hammering. It was just Q build, and then there were some games where there was a double support composition, triple frontline, Deathwing games where Falstad could just absolutely annihilate Deathwing. Like, Falstad with auto build into a Deathwing is a nightmare for him. Especially late game with Tailwinds. No, I'm blanking on the name. Percent-based damage at level 13 for the Falstad is huge, as well as the combination of Hammer Gain, Secret Weapon, Frequent Fire level 1, 4, and 7. Dahaka brushstocks in. Bobinski low. Drag from Dahaka, but the Diablo goes down. 9-9 in levels as we cycle through the other numbers. Vala vaulting forward gets a hungering arrow onto Ramsey, breaking the invisibility from the tunneling claws, level 4. Not tunneling claws, sorry, lurker strain from the Dahaka, but now the rotation to the bottom lane. This is going to be a chase onto the Eternal Feast is dropped. Good cleanse from the Lili. The let's go for Lili, saying let's go through this gate and not die. Falstad mid, just gonna soak up. Dahaka top lane, pushing back. Bottom lane seems like the priority right now. I wonder if we're gonna be seeing Blunt Force Trauma go for a bottom lane fort as the objective phase gets close to ending. Maybe they split off and they go for a boss to push through bottom, then look to go through keep once the objective phasing is done. That's definitely a plan of attack that they can go for here. Let's see if it's executed. Jugs from the Lili are helping out a ton. Exorcist chasing in with a point-blank grapple. Uther gets the kill. Vala vaulting forward. Mean Bee does go down. Bottom lane fort, yeah, this is what I'd like to see. I'd like to see bottom lane fort left to Exorcist. And, actually, no, the objective timer is still way healthy. So, yeah, this is actually, in my opinion, the right call. Go ahead and get some pre-siege onto the bottom lane keep front gate. And then as the objective phase ends, you break off and go for that boss. Zool gonna get some split pressure in the top lane. Dahaka gonna brush stuck up here to deny him as best he can. Kira leaving. She's going mid. No, they're going boss. She's going mid. Okay, sorry, I'm just double checking that I didn't screw something up. Ooh, wait, false head flight. Gust pushes back Puff Dog and Ghost Dog. Vala just doing her best to get some damage out, vaulting in. Flailing swipes from the Stukov. Ghost Dog drops a Divine Storm. Don't know if that was necessary. I feel like Ghost Dog double backed and said, I will sacrifice myself for you. But I honestly think that if they all just ran away, they had that. Either way, Uther goes down. Vala and Stukov still live. Kira able to get some soak in mid. Bottom lane, keep front gate does go down. Things are looking A-okay here in our fourth 3-game series of the day here in the Nexomania Season 6. Also, if you missed any of the games today, I will be putting these up on YouTube, exclamation YouTube, if you would like to hit the subscribe button there. We also just did a brand new Best of Baja, so if you want to see some clips from other games and other fun and other wacky moments, be sure to join the YouTube and hit subscribe. What's up, Linkred? I need to work on my YouTube content. I really need to get more of it actively going out. I'm so bad about it. Oh, big spitty slappy hit is going to be working out for Kira right there, but she still dies. Unrelenting Strikes. Unrelenting Strikes go burr. I personally love Unrelenting Strikes, especially the level 20. Oh, the level 20 is so satisfying. Falstad flies top. He's going to get some stacks and clear out the wave before it gets much more damage on the fort. Kind of cool 2v5. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, don't forget to hydrate, chat. Drink your water.
Squabbling. Gather tribute.
Just getting vision really quickly between the two teams. Okay, Diablo in the bush sees the Zool. Uther checks, finds the Diablo, stun immediately, root as well, unstoppable onto Diablo as he pops the Lightning Breath. Eternal Feast will go out and cancel out as well, or at least end. Poison over from the Zool, Ghost Dog will go down, has some Ghost healing. Gust from Falstad a little late, won't be able to save the Diablo, but the Unrelenting Strikes will be mitigated from that. Diablo's souls are reset. Uther will be dead for the next 18 seconds. Boss being worked on. Diablo's got 25 souls because he's post-level 10. Only consumed 75. Old Lady getting low here. Lurking Arm from the Stukov, trying to create a little bit of space, but Lili and Zool to be traded. The on the Orphea will go down. Now Diablo, he fire stomps out. He does have the Soul to Flame level 4 to build up some extra souls when they pass back through the enemies. Like right here, right there. Exorcist getting low. If Exorcist goes down, that's 10 free souls to Diablo, but the Carnage and the Carnage doesn't get the hits that they're looking for. All the drinks. I have a large water and a bourbon cola. Nice, nice, nice. Good on you. Good on you for hydrating while dehydrating. Good on you. Good on you for doing it properly, instead of just chugging 6 beers and making chili. That wasn't what I did last night. This is totally not what I did last night.
Face my curse. The choice is simple.
Oh, yeah, I got chili again tonight. I'm really excited. Chili for dinner tonight and tomorrow, and then maybe Friday, depending on how much is left. And then I'm going to make a pot of soup for the weekend. Drag from Dahaka, that's a guaranteed kill onto Uther. Beers and chili, what's wrong with that? That I didn't drink any water and I chugged down 6 beers. I could be a little healthier. I'm actually I'm skipping alcohol tonight. Tonight's my no alcohol night. Chili back. Yeah, it's just honestly it's just kidney beans, black beans, a can of just diced tomatoes, a bunch of different seasonings that are tasty, a little bit of vegetable broth for kind of like a base that I can then simmer down and thicken, and pork, ground pork, as my protein, and then cook it all in the pressure cooker. Well, pre-cook all the pork and then put it in the pressure cooker with everything else, but that's pretty much it. Very simple, doesn't take long, flavorful, tasty. I got vodka with vodka. It's a very nice mixed drink, very hydrating and refreshing. Yeah, can I get a shot of vodka with a side of vodka? Top lane boss pushing in right now, 16 apiece in our levels as the top lane fort will fall. Vala stacking, by the way, 141. 141 for the Vala. She is nearing that 200 mark for the believers. Dahaka splitting in bottom lane. If you are curious, I can check. He should have brush stock up and available. It is available. You want pho? I could do pho. I would, yeah. A vodka chaser. Whoa! Diablo with the shadow charge, as well as it pulls Kira very far. Stukov will go down. Sheepish Lion trying to get those autos out right now onto Diablo. He will fall. Manticore. Oh no! But the Vala falls at 156. Zool to go down. Is this it? Is it over? It's a team kill right there.
Team kill.
And that's Curse. You just go top and end. Just go top and you don't need to do this to Haka. Go top and end. You got great death timers. End. But camps. There are camps to grab. There's camp to. Oh no, camps. There's 2 camps. There's a boss. I personally dislike this call right here. This was a lot of wasted time. I honestly, you rush top and guarantee the keep. You might not end, but you guarantee this while the enemy's dead. I understand you've got a Falstead, you got a Dahak, you're trying to split push. You just all rush top. You guarantee something substantial, like a mid lane fort. Yeah, I guess it's periodic output pressure, but what else has been gained? Puff Dog could go down, but he's not going to. So yeah, all right. Well, now we all back off, and then here's a boss. I think you guarantee top. Like, if I was the shot caller for the side of Beyonce Gnolls, that's what I'd be yelling for. I'd say top keep, and then we do other stuff. We guarantee top keep. If the timing looks good, we go for core. If it looks bad, we back off and we find a new engagement. But we'll see what happens here. Boss is going to be leashed, I think. That's going to be a gust onto Exorcist, who will connect onto the Diablo with the Unrelenting Strikes. The boss will go over to Ramsey as we have the Divine Storm out from the Uther. 20 talent here, not here just yet. Diablo getting a little bit low on souls. He's got his center icon, so he's got full souls. Zool goes down first in this engagement at the late game. Dahaka, Tunneling Claws, and he's also got the level 4 with the Lurker Strain. Bottom lane keep did take significant damage from the Falstead. The boss is working his way. One more kill, and I honestly think you just rush bottom with boss. You ignore the enemy team. Dahaka gonna tunnel claw where? He's gonna actually be right next to Vala. Does he get? He gets. That's a dead Kira. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to end here. Hellgate forward. Isolation onto the Uther as well. Uther has got that little dino head on his model. 100 and some HP for the Diablo, trying to back off for a second. Eternal Feast from Orphea, 1-2 ticks, but I think it only got 1. Uther goes down to the Orphea. The boss takes down the keep, as I had mentioned, and now you guarantee the end right here, right now. Will this be? Will they end? I mean, Vala's gonna be trying to get some autos out here. Gust with the wind tunnel from Falstad. Target's going to be onto Zool, who's going to back away slowly but surely, getting some healing from that from the Stukov with the healing pathogen. Puff Dog does go down. Vala dropping in the Rain of Vengeance. Another stack for her. Was that 150? Was that 200? We're about to find out here as the map goes over to the side of Beyonce Gnolls. 2-1 in the series overall. GG. Well played. That's 200 for sure. I don't know, Hector. Earlier, you confidently said that the middle minion has a wind-up on their attack when their attack speed is the same as everyone else's. Huh? That's 200.